The African Israelite Justice Foundation is not your usual legal practice. You see, we focus primarily on cases involving injustice against African Israelite groups or injustice against individuals because he or she identifies as an African Israelite or an Israelite of African descent. In other words, we are not a general legal practice. Instead, we specialize on African Israelite cases. And also, family, please keep in mind, we are a brand new organization, not affiliated with any existing organizations. However, it is our hope to establish connections with all African Israelite groups and people here in the States and around the world. Family, we need to hear your stories of injustice so that we can begin to record, investigate, and identify the enemies of Israel hiding behind the veil, and then ultimately hold them accountable in a court of law. And as stated before, we are a brand new organization with limited funds, and we are in the process of expanding our resources to further enhance our legal team who will litigate our cases. And if you would like to join this historic cause, please share this message all over social media. Spread this message of IsraeliteJustice.org worldwide. And get this message from Kyrie to Kanye, from Whoopi Goldberg to Nick Cannon. And also share your stories of injustice or donate to the cause. And if you so choose to, you can remain anonymous and let us do all the work. After all, That's what the Israelite Justice Foundation is here for. We are here to fight for your right to be Israel. As always, thank you in advance. We appreciate you and love you, Israel. Take care, family. Shalom.
Hey family, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So, welcome, y'all. I decided today, this is random, very random, because I really haven't been just doing any, deep research lately on talking about what's going on on the news. Because I have watched some news, but lately I haven't for some reason. One reason is I've been doing other things, doing some research on some other stuff. So I decided I'm gonna do a little research on what's going on. I said, you know what? What makes the research even better if I do it with the family. So just know that anything I run across, it's gonna be probably just as new as it is. Well, some of y'all already probably know. So first things first, how's everyone doing? Give me a 1 in your chat. In the chat, if you're doing good, give me a 2. If it's not so good, give me a 1.5 if it's all right. Um, welcome, y'all. Share the link. Lately, YouTube been doing me dirty, and y'all haven't been getting my notifications. So I've been getting people tell me, I didn't know you was live. I didn't know you was live. Because YouTube is just being YouTube. It's YouTubing pretty much. So what I did was went to Tayu's page and went to my page and just put it out there like, hey y'all, I'm going live. So share the link, get some more people in here. Let's get this going. Y'all. So I had somebody what's crazy is right when I scheduled this, a friend of mine sent me a text message. Because anything goes on in New York, I'm gonna get a message. Says, E, what's going on? We heard this happened in New York. Are you all right? So, as norm, which I'm grateful for. I thank y'all for that. That shows that y'all are care. Y'all thinking about me. So I'm grateful for that. But friend of mine sent me something and said, "Did you see lightning strike the Statue of Liberty yesterday?" Now, keep in mind, that's funny. When people ask me, 2 people actually asked me this. The other one my other friend just sent me a text message about it. But my friend who asked me, I'm like, people tend to think, because anybody, Eric knows, living in New York, if you live in Brooklyn, you probably, you can't see the Statue of Liberty unless you're driving across the Manhattan Bridge or Brooklyn Bridge. But just eye shot of it, no, you don't see it. So, especially where I live like in central Brooklyn, I think, what they consider to be central, or live close to downtown. So I didn't see it. So my friend was like, hey, did you see it? I'm like, But what I do know, yesterday it was storming like real bad. Like it was bad yesterday. It's raining today, but it was bad yesterday. But I'm gonna play this for y'all if y'all haven't seen it. Have y'all seen it? Let me let y'all see. Let me make sure this is the right. I can't wait a minute. That ain't the right video because that's like 3 years ago. Hold on. Don't let me get the wrong stuff up. Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna share this with y'all. Let me share. Is this it? Oh yeah, here we go.
Speaking of weather, have you heard about this? Statue of Liberty in New York hit by a big lightning bolt on Wednesday. According to the photographer that took this photo, the photos were taken about 6 p.m. Eastern time yesterday from Liberty State Park in New Jersey. Powerful thunderstorm knocked out power to thousands in North New Jersey. Wind gusts reached up to 50 miles an hour during that storm. It's unclear if the Statue of Liberty sustained any major damage.
Annual insurance is the best kept secret in travel.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Ain't that something? Hold on. Talk in the chat. Give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Rio in the stomach. Hold on. Give me 3 minutes. But talk amongst each other. All right, I'm back, y'all. Ain't that something? That's crazy. So, everybody been talking about it. What are y'all's thoughts? Man, I'd like to know how many times that has happened or how often. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. For those who hadn't seen it, because a couple of people jumped in, I'm gonna play it one more time. Play it one more time. Let me go back to it to make sure everybody see it. Let me go to my history because I lost it. Here we go. It's 27 seconds. Hold on. Let y'all see it one more time.
Speaking of weather, have you heard about this? Statue of Liberty in New York hit by a big lightning bolt on Wednesday. According to the photographer that took this photo, the photos were taken about 6 p.m. Eastern time yesterday from Liberty State Park in New Jersey. Powerful thunderstorm knocked out power to thousands in North New Jersey. Wind gusts reached up to 50 miles an hour during that storm. It's unclear if the Statue of Liberty sustained any major damage.
If you're a business owner, then animated explainer videos are the best way to capture attention, get more followers, and drive more sales. They're engaging to watch, super shareable, convert better, and make you feel like you're watching a...
Oh, that's interesting. Oh my God, y'all can hear Rio. Rio. Hold on, y'all. Let me put Rio up real quick so I can finish. Hold on. All right, y'all. So, man, that's going to be interesting. So, what are y'all's thoughts? I'm going to look for the next thing that I ran across. So, let me see. We doing searching for news. Let's do this. Let's see. So, let's see. Hold on, because it's something else that I heard and I'm trying to get to it. because it's been kind of quiet other than what's going on in Israel. But you know what I noticed? That when it's quiet like this, it's almost we're waiting. It's something when it gets quiet like this, it's like you're quiet long enough, and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna say it like this and pray for me because I said all hell breaks loose. That's what I have noticed. And it's getting, have y'all noticed stories of me? It's gotten kind of a little quiet with the news, other than the incident happening. Candace Owens. Hold on. I'm glad y'all said that. Let me go to it. Candace Owens. I ran across something today that was very interesting, and I'm gonna play it for you. Fair use. I was watching it in where is it? Which one is it? Oh, right here. Is it? Yep, it's this one right here. I'm gonna play it. So she gets fired from the Daily Wire. Daily Wire, I think, is owned by, or one of the commentators on the Daily Wire is a guy by the name of Shapiro. Shapiro is an advocate, and he's Jewish, and he's an advocate for the ADL. I think he is. He's an advocate for the ADL. But I guess at one time, him and Candace, and tell me if I'm wrong, they were cool. But all of a sudden it flipped. So I'm gonna play something for y'all. I saw that I was actually watching it on the train today, and I was like, wow. So I'm gonna play it.
The right is turning against Ben Shapiro and Israel. Ben Shapiro has positioned himself as a hero of the right, yet Israel's war on Gaza and his stance on other issues have started to create a rift between him and some in his conservative base, who increasingly see him largely as an advocate for a single issue, Israel. And many on the right are beginning to question the US-Israel alliance as harmful to American values. Things have come to a head recently after Shapiro's Daily Wire parted ways with conservative sweetheart Candace Owens, after she made a number of comments critical of Israel and its supporters. Just hours after Owens posted, "I do not believe that American taxpayers should have to pay for Israel's wars or the wars of any other country," and described the ADL, or the Anti-Defamation League, as a network of smear merchants, it was announced that Shapiro's company had let her go, something that Shapiro had clearly been pushing for months. Now, Shapiro had previously called Owens disgraceful for her faux sophistication on the Gaza war after she tweeted that no country has the right to commit genocide ever. Shapiro even publicly told her to quit, tweeting, "Candace, if you feel that taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, by all means, quit." After Owens was shown the door, she took to X to say that she was finally free. Now, this spat between the two conservative figures has caused a major rift in right-wing circles, torn on what constitutes free speech and how much support Israel should receive. On a recent video podcast, Daily Wire contributor and arch-conservative Matt Walsh suggested that Americans do not have a patriotic duty to support Israel. Ben Shapiro and CEO Jeremy Boring quickly interrupted him and shut down the conversation. Take a look.
If you're an American patriot, it means you're pro-Israel or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. This idea that like it is your patriotic duty to have this particular feeling about another country, no matter what the other country is. I don't care what country it is. So that goes too far on that side of it, and I think they're kind of reacting. It's kind of what you're saying.
Yep.
They're reacting to that.
I do think. I think that there is something patriotic about supporting our allies, because we form alliances because it's in our national interest to form alliances. And having formed those alliances, and if we're all operating in a kind of good faith where those alliances are concerned, then there is a kind of patriotic.
Yeah, but you don't have a. You don't have a patriotic. You don't have a patriotic. You do not have a patriotic duty to support any country that is not your own.
Well, I will say that I think that what that statement is missing is the phrase at the end, "right now." Okay, so I don't think that you have a patriotic duty to eternally support any other country, because circumstances change. The country, I mean, how many times have we seen alliances change and people end up on the other side of those alliances?
And now it appears that other prominent figures on the right, like Alex Jones and Tucker Carlson, who have staunchly supported Israel for years, are turning against Israel amid this genocide. Alex Jones has been an ardent supporter of Israel for the past several years, and he recently said, Israel has lost the high ground. This is not war. It is robotic mass genocide. Section 1091 of Title 18 United States Code prohibits genocide, whether committed in time of peace or time of war. Genocide is defined in Statute 1091 and includes violent attacks with the specific intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. And now, Tucker Carlson has said in the last 2 weeks that sending foreign aid to Israel provides no advantage for America. Now, this is a huge change considering Tucker Carlson spent years defending Israel tirelessly as a Fox News pundit. But as for Ben Shapiro, many on the right have accused him of being an Israel firster and putting American interests second. So overwhelming has Shapiro's support for Israel since the wake of the October 7th attacks that even many prominent conservatives are beginning to mistrust him. In January, writer and journalist Michael Yon accused him of funding the Hebrew Immigration Aid Society, a Jewish NGO that
So I pause right here. We can continue on talking about this. Or listening to this. I'm sorry, I'm drinking something. The reason I really believe people are starting to push back and ask questions about the money is because where we are at with our economy right now. People are in debt. Cost of living, because of inflation, is consistently increasing. Interest rate keeps increasing. People's wages cannot sustain them like they used to. This is a good talking point. We might stay right here. So people are looking at, why are we funding other countries and we having problems? They're giving billions of dollars to Israel, billions of dollars to Ukraine, billions of dollars to all these countries, and we have homelessness. Not to mention the migrants being in. It's like everything is a pressure cooker right now. Everything is a pressure cooker. And it's only like, you know, something is so tense right now that it only takes one thing to set it off. This is what I'm feeling right now. That's what I've been feeling. But we can keep playing this. I'm feeling like people are tired of being broke. I'm gonna just be honest, but we can continue on.
Advocates for migrants entering into the United States. Now, it's not clear if Shapiro actually funded the group, but the accusations speak to the growing level of distrust for him among the right. Anger continued to grow after Shapiro played a central role in Elon Musk's recent visit to Auschwitz, which some have called an apology tour, following pressure from pro-Israel forces like the Anti-Defamation League or the ADL, over Musk allowing speech critical of Israel on the platform. In fact, Shapiro was one of the loudest voices demanding censorship of criticism of Israel on Twitter, angering many of his conservative followers who for years have heard Shapiro complain about liberals shutting down free speech because they are quote-unquote snowflakes. And after his visit to Auschwitz, Musk appeared on Shapiro's Daily Wire podcast and claimed X was still a free speech platform. Yet, shortly after that, X announced that they would be partnering up with the Anti-Defamation League to monitor hate speech on the platform. Now, the ADL is notorious for conflating any criticism of Israel with anti-Semitism, and many on the right are critical of it for promoting censorship and posing a threat to free speech, especially now that the ADL has run an attack campaign against Candace Owens. A 1969 FBI memo accuses the ADL as acting as a foreign spy agency for Israel's Mossad. The ADL's national director, Jonathan Greenblatt, stated that any opposition to Israel is on par with white supremacy. Greenblatt said this in a speech to the ADL in 2022. The ADL has also welcomed controversial congressional resolutions that define anti-Zionism as anti-Semitism. And it has called on law enforcement to investigate student activist groups for providing material support to Hamas if they support Palestine. So Shapiro's alignment with the ADL and its crackdown on free speech has become suspect for the right. Shapiro has also come under fire from conservatives for advocating from Jewish exclusivity over diversity, explicitly speaking out against affirmative action. Yet when his friend and fellow pro-Israel advocate Peter Thiel, founder of the CIA and Mossad-backed Palantir company, announced that he was reserving 180 positions at the company exclusively for Jews, Ben Shapiro tweeted his support of the move, angering many conservatives and...
Wait a minute. Did I hear what I thought I heard? Did I hear what I thought? So you're holding that right there. So if they would have just been holding positions just for Black people, people try to say affirmative action. We know affirmative action wasn't for us. But, man, they would have cut up in the middle of the floor. But, hey, we're here now. We're here right now. So continue on.
Called out his apparent hypocrisy. Conservatives also took issue with Shapiro's friendship with Thiel and Palantir CEO Alex Karp, who has openly bragged about being responsible for shutting down right-wing political movements in Europe and regularly speaks against the dangers of the right. Far right-wing commentator Vincent James wrote of Shapiro, "Where were all the billionaire elites forcing congressional hearings when it came to anti-white hatred on college campuses that was happening for years? Why all of a sudden now when it has to do with anti-Semitism? People like Barry Wise, Gad Saad, Bill Ackman, and Ben Shapiro are all promoting CIA front organizations as well as other groups that hate conservatives and hate America because they are speaking out about anti-Semitism. This should tell you all you need to know." And with Israel openly eliminating Gaza's oldest Christian Palestinian community, many conservatives are outraged to find out Israel is attacking Gaza's Palestinian Christians and their historic churches. But a look into Shapiro's history shows defending Israel, no matter what crime it commits, is his first priority. Before co-founding his current venture, The Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro was funded by Robert Shulman, a tech billionaire on the board of the Israeli military charity, the Friends of the IDF. He was a Shulman Fellow of the David Horowitz Freedom Center alongside British Islamophobe Tommy Robinson. Shapiro and the co-founder of The Daily Wire, Jeremy Borang, both aided Israel lobbyist Dennis Prager into founding the YouTube channel Prager University, where they worked under Israeli Unit 8200 military intelligence veteran Marissa Straight. In the early days of The Daily Wire, Shapiro got millions of dollars of funding from fracking billionaires, the Wilks brothers. Now, the Wilks brothers also fund the Liberty Council, which has a Stand with Israel campaign where they host Benjamin Netanyahu as an annual speaker. Nowadays, the chief operating officer of The Daily Wire is John Lewis. He's a former intelligence analyst in the U.S. Marine Corps. Now, The Daily Wire has also employed former U.S. military intelligence officer Wesley Schmidt in customer service analytics. The Daily Wire is also sponsored by Cape Technologies, whose CEO is Israeli intelligence Duvdevan unit veteran Ido Elrichman. All of this has led some conservatives to begin to question whether Shapiro actually holds the same values as they do, or whether he may just be a plant who does not actually hold conservative positions, but instead parrots them to garner support and sway his viewers towards a pro-Israel position. One thing is clear, though, the right is slowly but surely questioning the US-Israel alliance.
Yeah, this is going to get interesting because what's going on, and I'm going to play the other video. So, Rio. Gosh, Rio is in rare form. Hold on. So I'm going to play this right here. My question is this. I don't think it's a thing anymore with the U.S. and the ties with Israel as being an alliance. I'm beginning to wonder if it's fear. Because it seems as if the U.S. it seems like to me the U.S. or the politicians are afraid to push back on what's going on. Reason being, it wouldn't shock me none. Each politician that gets in office, when they make an alliance, just like with the entertainment industry, we know what's going on right now. The entertainment industry now, these Black folks thought that they could do whatever they wanted to do in the industry. And guess what happened? Now they're getting pop-up videos and folks going to jail. They record the stuff that we do. Y'all can't do that and then make these alliances and then think that they ain't got no dirt on you. I think they got some dirt on these folks, and these folks scared, and they want to push back, because you can't tell me all the stuff that's going on right now that it's wrong to speak out against it. But when you speak out against it, everybody is afraid to really, somebody talk about somebody behind their back, and then when they see them face to face, they play like they didn't say any of it. That's how I feel with Israel, with the United States and the Israel relationship. That U.S. will talk about them like a dog behind their back, but when Israel rear their head, they're like, "Oh no, I ain't say that." That's how it feels, or is it just me? So I'm gonna go to the next point. Come on, hurry up. Look here. Okay, play this.
White House correspondent Peter Doocy was in that rather tense at times briefing, and he just came out to join us, our White House correspondent. Hi, Peter.
Martha, we're being told.
White House correspondent Peter Doocy was in that rather tense at times briefing, and he just came out to join us, our White House correspondent. Hi, Peter.
Martha, we're being told this Biden-Netanyahu call was both good and direct, but even though White House officials don't want to announce a firm policy change, what they are saying today is different than what they said in the aftermath of the attack. October 7th, the president put a statement out. Part of it said his support for Israel's security is rock solid and unwavering. But now they're saying if there are not changes on their side, there's going to have to be some changes on our side.
How is his support unwavering, but you're also reconsidering policy choices?
Both can be true.
They cannot be true. They're completely different things.
No. I'm sorry.
He is wavering.
No, come on.
How is he not wavering?
Come on now. As I said, and as it says in that readout, we made clear, and he made it clear to the Prime Minister in his call, that our support for Israel's self-defense remains ironclad. They face a range of threats, and the United States isn't going to walk away from helping Israel defend itself. That said, you can say all that, and you can act on that, and you can believe that, and the president does, and still believe that the manner in which they're defending themselves against the Hamas threat needs to change.
White House officials want to see concrete steps Israel can take to alleviate suffering in Gaza, and they say Israel has hours, maybe days, to cough it up. Martha.
Okay, Peter, thank you very much.
Click here to subscribe to the.
I'm gonna play something else, because I think what's really going on right now. Did y'all hear about what happened when the I think it's called World Food Organization or some, and the World's Kitchen, I forget, International Kitchen, they are during warfare, certain groups are not supposed to be messed with, regardless of what side they're on. And when you have international intervention where you're supplying food, I think within the Geneva Convention, they're not supposed to bomb them or attack them. It's like a code that they have to live by. And I think, isn't it? Yeah, the Geneva Convention or their rules of warfare. They're not supposed to attack hospitals. They're not supposed to attack schools or churches. Any of these things. They're not supposed to do anything. It's kind of like trying to create, even though we're going to war, it's like, don't attack the innocent people. And those are the main things, like any UN representatives that are doing things like to feed them, or like if the Red Cross, they're not supposed to touch things like the Red Cross and all of that. Israel is saying, I'm going to say it, embrace yourself, clutch your pearls, because I'm getting ready to cuss. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hey, can I call you right back? I'm doing a live. Okay. All right. Clutch your pearls. Israel is literally telling the UN and their Geneva Convention rules, the hell with y'all. That's literally what they are saying. And they getting with them and ain't saying a word. They getting it. They going there and they like, we gonna keep doing it. They don't care. Okay, is hell a bad word? Is that too harsh of a word? If that, I ain't gonna say hell no more. If it's harsh, I'm not gonna say that no more, y'all. But literally, that's what they're saying. Literally saying, the hell with y'all and y'all's rules. I'm finna do whatever I want to do. And while they're doing it, the U.S. is literally telling them, look, follow the rules of engagement. Please follow the rules of engagement because you're making all of us look bad. Because the problem is this: the U.S. and the U.K. have been, and other countries, a lot of the European countries, have been funding them for this war. They've been giving them money, selling them arms, all types of stuff. They're giving them all types of stuff. And what they've done is literally put themselves in the position to get in trouble. If, let's say, the UN I'm back. Literally, they're saying, chill out. Because guess what happens? If Israel gets pulled in by the UN for war crimes or not following the Geneva Convention rules, doing any of that, guess what happens? The U.S. is in trouble. I see the whore and the beast turning against each other. That's what I see. I really see that. Hold on, I'm looking it up because I gotta. The 10 horns and the whore and the Revelation 17, 16, 18. I see that being what's coming. I really do. I see that they're gonna turn on one another. Now, what I foresee is whoever gets that work because of what they're doing, that's the whore. That's what I'm just saying. I might be wrong. I ain't sitting here saying I'm prophetic. I'm not prophetic. I ain't finna sit here and, well, I ain't gonna say that. God has gifted me. But I'm not saying right now. This. I'm not saying it right now. I'm just looking at what I see on the news and I'm saying the 10 horns, because I think it's the 10 horns that turn against her. And I said, these are the nations that are going to turn against whoever it may be. And I'm sitting here saying, this is about to go down. Now, I might be wrong. If I am, I don't have a problem about saying I was wrong. But these nations are like, you're going to have to chill. We understand. And it's like, Israel's like, I'm not going to do this quietly. I'm going to do this loud. I'm going to bomb. I'm going to bomb. It's like they're saying, literally, they finna bomb everything in sight. That's what they're saying. They're saying, they're saying, we're going to bomb the hell out of them. Excuse me, I said that one more time. No other word I can use but that. That's how bad it is. To the point that they said Gaza is in the middle of a famine. Full-fledged famine. I'm not talking about hunger. I'm talking about famine. People are dying. Then, not to mention, they bombed that hospital and they're still trying to find the bodies. All the bodies aren't there. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's going to be on. Oh, it's going to be on. So, do y'all watch Democracy Now? I watch her. I enjoy. This is who I watch. When I want to watch the news, I watch her. This channel. This channel, right? I don't care what she look like, but she gonna give you that news. I have yet to watch her and say she's biased. She's giving I will say, unadulterated, unbiased viewpoint. She just gonna give you the news and then walk off. Democracy Now! I'm the biz. I watch Democracy Now! Every time I get on a train. Now I haven't watched lately, and because again, lately I've been kind of chilling. But every time I get an alert, I try my best to watch it. I watch it at night before I go to bed because she's gonna keep you updated. She's gonna. I like her too. Oh, I like her. I like I said, I don't even watch CNN. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch MSNBC no more. I just watch Democracy Now! Because she's just gonna tell you, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. And I be sitting there like, ma'am, you telling all of their business, and they're gonna be sick of it in just a second. She don't hold back, and she don't give you her viewpoint. She doesn't tell you what she feels. She just goes through it. She said, well, such and such happened in Israel. Such and such happened in the U.S. Such and such happened in the Ukraine. Such and such, not moving, not budging, not at one time telling you what I think. No, she's just giving you raw facts, and then she ends it right there. She does do a great job with the reporting. And I got a lot of respect for her. I do. I respect what she does. I don't care what color she is. She giving them their work. And Eric is funny. Can I have a charger for now? Or you still need to use it? Okay, so hopefully my laptop don't die. I gotta find a charger, y'all. Hold on one second. But she gives you you gotta watch her. I get people, have a thought when it comes to her, what she is. You gotta give folks their props. And I'm gonna give her props. I watch her every day. Whenever I'm on a train, Democracy Now! Until I go under a tunnel where my phone service is shut down. But then when it comes back up, I finish watching it. But she was talking about here recently what happened with the and we'll go there. Let me play it real quick. Was it World Food? It was a World Kitchen. Hold on. Yeah, World Kitchen in Gaza. So it's the World Central Kitchen identifies aid workers killed by Israeli strike in Gaza. I'm like, y'all just can't. I know Biden is about to flip his right now. He about to flip out because he like, y'all not following no rules, but you done fed it. Y'all done fed it over there. Y'all done let them do whatever they want to do. You can't stop it now. You can't. It's out of control. Literally out of control. Let me play this.
We're learning new details today about the 7 aid workers from World Central Kitchen who were killed by Israel's military in Gaza. All 7 victims have now been identified, including an American. The airstrikes destroyed the victims' cars on Monday in what Israel claims was a case of mistaken identity. Holly Williams has the story.
World Central Kitchen has named Jacob Flickinger, a 33-year-old dual US-Canadian citizen, as one of 7 of its team members killed by the Israeli military in Gaza. It appears their convoy of 3 cars was targeted with strikes multiple times, even though the non-profit says it was coordinating its movement with Israel's military, which called it a grave mistake.
It was a mistake that followed a misidentification at night during a war in a very complex conditions.
These people are heroes.
The US government says it's outraged by the deaths, calling on Israel to carry out a swift and impartial investigation.
We've impressed upon the Israelis the absolute imperative of doing more to protect innocent civilian lives, be they Palestinian children, women, and men, or be they aid workers.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the incident tragic and unintentional, also saying, quote, "This happens in war." Relations between the US and Israel appear increasingly strained, even though America is Israel's most important ally. Nowhere is the tension more evident than over Israel's planned offensive in Rafah in southern Gaza, where around 1.5 million Palestinians are sheltering, many in tents. Israel says it needs to destroy Hamas's remaining battalions. The US is warning against an assault without a credible plan to protect civilians.
After sending hundreds of tons of food aid to Gaza, World Central Kitchen has now paused its operations there. Its founder, the Spanish-American chef Jose Andres, wrote in a New York Times opinion piece, quote, "Israel is better than the way this war is being waged." Tony.
Holly Williams for us in Israel. Holly, thank you very much.
Can you buy travel insurance after booking your trip? Yes. The best time to purchase insurance is right after paying your first trip deposit. What if you forget? That's okay. If you buy travel insurance.
Sorry, y'all, it's giving me something to drink. But sorry, but I'm telling y'all, things have gotten so out of control to the extent that they cannot get any type of, they can't stop it. They don't want, I don't want to say, I don't think the US wants to stop it. US wants to make it more discreet and quiet. They don't care nothing about their war. They don't care nothing about what they're doing over there at all. I really believe that. I really believe Biden and them don't give a care in the world. It's the art of war that they got a problem with. Like, y'all not doing this right. Y'all not doing this right. Y'all publicly doing y'all stuff. Because, you know, the U.S. is one of those throw a rock, hide your hand. That's what they want. Hold on 1 second, y'all. But with that, hold on 1 second. Okay, so y'all, I promise y'all, I'm sitting here and I'm watching this and I'm like, the US is pissed off because Israel is just publicly doing what they doing. They like, can y'all be a little bit more discreet in this? Israel's like, heck no, I ain't gonna say the word no more. Heck no. We getting ready. And I saw something today where they said they're literally trying to, and I think it was on Democracy Now, where they think that, hold on, it's not Democracy Now. Let me go find the video. Hold on. Hold on. And I think I played that already. Hold on. Let me look at my history. Hold on. I think I already played that. Hold on. Let me see, y'all. Let me see. Where is that video? I can't find it. Oh, they said literally it's like spies. They're spying out the people, and they're trying to find anybody that is considered to be Palestinian. They're spying them out and try to find them so that they can do what they want to do. They want to destroy. I'm like, what did they do to y'all? Where you got it now? You wanted Gaza, you got it, because everybody pretty much gone. They either not, is it Gaza? Yeah, they're pretty. They can really pretty much go. I think they can go and do what they can go over there now, because they just. I mean, they literally have committed so much genocide to the point that they just. I mean, they killing off all them people. They can pretty much go over there, but I'm like, why are y'all still trying to hunt these people down? They're all over there in Rafah. Y'all still trying to hunt them down. I'm trying to figure out, why does it feel like y'all trying to hunt them folks down? Why does that feel like that? It just feels like that. And then if anybody says, stop killing them, you're anti-Semitic. What? Huh? Wait, so we're telling you to stop killing people. We ain't said that about you. We said just stop killing those folks over there. You're anti-Semitic. And I'm like, stop. Leave them folk alone. They don't want to leave them folks alone. They gonna, and the U.S., it's gonna be, when the dust settles, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. When Jesus cracked that sky, when good old Messiah, Yeshua, cracked that sky, that right there is what I'm talking about. Man ain't gonna judge properly, but he is gonna judge correctly. Righteous judgment. Y'all can't call him anti-Semitic. Y'all can't when he sends judgment down. Y'all ain't nothing y'all gonna do. Y'all can't fight him. That's what they need to be worried about. I don't care about what the world court says. When he cracked that sky, because he gonna crack it. I believe they're afraid of that. They're afraid of that. When he cracked that sky, game over. Game over. I just pray that I'm on the side of righteousness, because he said, blood up to the horse's bridle. I said, y'all don't even understand how bad that is. That means it's so much blood. Y'all, and these evangelicals that's backing this, I have no sympathy for them. I have no sympathy for them. I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy for evangelicals. Don't, because I'm like, y'all not speaking up against this. I've heard them say, no, I've seen the fanatics in the chat, because I always read the comments. I love the comments. And I can always tell when I run across an evangelical fanatic. Oh, let's pray for the God's people. What? Hold on. I've heard them even say, that's God cleaning up that land. What? I'm like, y'all are so delusional. I mean, I've heard them say, I can't wait till he come and we're going to go back over there. And I'm like, yeah, y'all, it's dangerous. It's real dangerous right now. Evangelicals are they almost like a cult. It's almost like a cult. They can't talk about Israelites. They do some cultish stuff. When you don't hold God, Yah is a Yah of righteousness. He's a Yah of righteousness. A Yah of righteousness. He requires for us to correct one another. He requires us to correct one another. Guess what? Y'all supposed to be believers, and y'all not correcting them. Y'all not correcting them. In fact, you turn on a whole group of people. Your ancestors, gotta be honest. These Europeans, they put us in chains on boats and brought us over here. And don't even want to say, you know what? We was wrong for that. Y'all, this ain't a good look right now. This ain't a good look. They don't want to repent. I'm like, I can't be sorry for that. You can't repent for what you're doing to us. And I'm speaking about us right now. You can't repent for that. So, I'm like, whoo. And the crazy thing is this, and I'm finna shift now. Y'all, I'm getting ready to shift to another subject. Crazy thing is, whole conversation of when judgment comes, those who put us in captivity, their ancestors, they're gonna get what they're supposed to get for what they've done. And I hear them say, or the US or these countries, these European nations that had a hand in slavery, Most High is gonna judge it. Or better yet, when it's put upon them their hearts to say, you know what, we need to pay reparations for those people. They don't realize is when they say no, they do not need reparation. You're literally putting yourself in line for judgment like your ancestors. Blood is on your hand now. That's when he says, I'm giving you a chance to repent. God is an amazing God. He's a just Yah. He don't just be out here he's giving you a chance to repent. He showed you, these are my people and these are my children. Repent. Part of repentance, give them back what you took. No, my ancestors, I didn't do it. My ancestors did it. So I ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, okay. 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 And see, the thing is, like I said, Yah is a Yah of judgment. And I tell people this. I said, if he reached all the way back to our ancestors in the early 15 and 1600s and put chains on them because of what our ancestors did prior to that, because I do believe that. What makes you think he ain't finna reach back and get you? Even in the Bible, sometimes Yah didn't necessarily lay judgment on that generation. He'll wait till further down in a generation and say, you still held accountable for what your ancestors did. Come on now. Come on. Come on. He don't. No, that's not how he works. Man. That's not how y'all works. That's not how y'all works. He'll reach all the way back. And like I said, the most interesting thing is he will give you a chance to repent. None of them want to repent at all. None of them want to repent. None of them want to repent. I feel bad. No, I don't. I'll take that back. I don't feel bad. But I just see it for what it is. I see it for what it is. They're fighting amongst each other. And sometimes Yah has a way of making the enemy fight against each other. He'll make them go into sheer madness and they'll start fighting each other. And literally, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing these nations. And it's just going to be interesting to see how this plays out. It's very interesting. You know what? As much as people talking about, destruction is coming, this is coming, I'm not afraid. I don't know if it's me, but I have a peace in this time. I have such a peace in this season. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, how am I having peace of mind with some of the dreams I've had? Why am I having such a peace of mind when I know what I know based off of what I've read in the Bible and what I've read and looked into Revelation and looked into the different books dealing with the prophecy of the end. And I see the things that are happening on the earth that line up with the word of God. Why am I not worried? I know I'm not worried because the Most High is with me and I'm at peace with him. And every day I try to walk at peace and be I just follow him. It's a different type of peace. I'm just watching it and I'm like, well, it is what it is. I was joking with someone on the phone. Somebody was like, what if destruction comes and you're in the middle of it? That's all I ask for is to not hurt. I don't want it to hurt. I'm like, yeah, please don't let it hurt. Let me just fall asleep and wake up in your presence. As far as the other side, don't bother me. It doesn't scare me. I just pray that, I'm on the other side with him. That's the key word. Because we are living, like old people used to say, we are living in the last days. And we are. We are. We're literally living in we're living at the last hour. the last hour. And we see it. We see it. And again, I honestly think that the eclipse is going to be a sign in the sky, because every single time before Yah moves, he leaves a sign in the sky. Sign in most cases always is up in the sky. I saw part, and speaking of sky, I watched 3 Body Problems, and I've just started watching it. And I watched that one scene when the angel was talking to the woman, and the woman was like, she didn't believe in God. And she was like, okay, since you don't believe in God, and I'm just paraphrasing. She said, at 12 o'clock tomorrow, Yah is gonna wink at you and look up. When I saw that and I saw the winking, I said, oh, that's interesting. But that tells you right there, the sign is always gonna be in the sky. What did he say in Matthew? Christ said, don't go to the desert, I'm not there. Don't go into the inner room, I'm not there. He literally told them to look up. That's where you're going to find me. That's where I'm coming. He literally said, I'm coming from out of the sky. That's what he was saying. And guess what? That's why they make movies like Look Up. Because they scared. They keep looking up. Or they do movies where all of a sudden aliens are coming out of the sky and we got to fight what's in the sky. And they've already put that trauma in. That's why I'm very careful with these aliens, all of a sudden sightings, that everybody's seeing all these aliens and stuff in Las Vegas. I'm like, y'all be careful with that, because they're trying to stoke fear because they're afraid. They are literally the elites and the people in power and the people that reject the Messiah. That, because the crazy thing is, the elites reject him, but they know he's real. People get that confused. They know he's real. They just don't like him. They know he's real. That's why they got I think they have a whole telescope. I forgot what the telescope is called. I think it's called Satan or something. I forgot the name of the telescope, but they got a whole telescope trying to watch the sky. They keep looking up. I'm like, y'all really concerned, because they know that their enemy is going to come from the sky. Yep, Lucifer. That's the name of the telescope. Lucifer is watching the sky, the Luciferians. They watching it because it scares them. They don't, like I said, I tell people, I said, the elites I'll say this, the elites don't reject him as being relevant. They know he's real. They just don't want him to come, because the best part of the story, the end of the story, is the end of this kingdom is the beginning of his kingdom. His kingdom, I was walking around New York, his kingdom, it ain't going to be people sleeping in the streets and poor, unless you don't go and see them every year like you're supposed to. I tell people this, I said, feast day is going to come back in his new kingdom. It's going to come back. And if you don't attend the feast every year, you won't receive any rain. But with that being said, it ain't going to be greed. It's not going to be capitalism. This whole system, that the satanic system that they built, it'll be no more. It'll be his system. And they don't want that, because they love their money. They love their money to the point they want to take everybody's money. Everybody's money, down to middle America. But what's so crazy is they smart, stupid. Like, you taking all our money, but we're the engine that keeps the economy going, unless they don't want the economy to keep going. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm watching it before my eyes, and I'm like, y'all really don't know what's really about to happen. But they don't care. They don't care. It's interesting. So let's see. Let me see. That's why they creating things like trying to recreate the Bang Theory, and it's like they're trying. It's a race for time, y'all. It's literally a race for time. Their time is short. Yeah, but the crazy part that gets me is, like, I don't care what you invent, what you try to do, you still can't hide from his judgment. You really can't. As much as they won't admit it, you can't hide from his judgment. We can't even hide from his judgment. When he is when he's correcting us, correction is gonna come. There's a big difference in correction and just wrath. When his wrath comes, won't nobody be able to save them. So that's what they're doing. They're trying to hide from the wrath. You can't. You can't. It's like, what does it say? They'll go hide and say, let the rocks fall on me or something or another. They are literally gonna hide. And they ain't gonna have nowhere to hide. But yeah, that's why they train us to think. Looking in the sky, the enemy is coming. Aliens are coming. Because they know what's coming from the sky is not gonna like them. All of a sudden, all these aliens popping up. Don't fearmonger people. And had them fighting against them. Anybody with any level of discernment would know it's him. That's what's so stupid. That's what's so stupid. You're gonna know his voice. People gonna know it's him. So yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Have y'all heard that this red heifer thing is really, 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 they really talking about that. I gotta find some videos on that. I ain't gonna just pick any video. I want to really, really do some research on that. So let me see what else I gotta talk about. Let's see. Y'all, this weather out here is crazy. It's cold outside. And then the next day it'll be warm outside. The next day cold. Whew, Jesus. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find. Bear with me. I'm looking for another video that I had. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, shifting of subject. Did y'all watch that video I posted about the guy that went to the Hollywood party? Did y'all watch that video? I'm getting ready to shift the subject again. It's 30 minutes long. I don't want to play it because I will be up all night. But have y'all seen that video? How the guy went to Hollywood during the time back in 2015 when the YouTube and Vine and all that was getting hyped up, and a lot of those Viners and YouTubers and all of them, I saw the part too. Also, they all were moving to LA because y'all haven't. Let me drop that link in here. I promise you, I sat and watched the whole thing, and I actually went to the guy's channel. Okay, I'm gonna play some of it for y'all. Fair use. I'm gonna play only a few minutes, just fair use. I ain't making no money off this, so
moved out to Candace. One of my best friends sent me a video about an aspiring content creator that moved out to California with hopes and aspirations of making it big, only to run into the Illuminati. His story is crazy, and we're about to listen to it now. Let's go.
So this story is the reason I stopped making content for 5 years. You guys remember when all those Vine stars and skit Instagrammers moved to LA in like 2015-ish? So I wasn't a huge creator at the time, but I was there and around it all as all of that stuff was happening. I moved from Chicago to LA 3 weeks after high school with like $2,000 in my pocket that I saved up working at Steak and Shake with this other aspiring creator named David. I was much more into editing and being behind the camera at that time, and he was much more into Vine and vlogs and being on camera. That time of our lives was absolutely crazy. Everybody was broke, posting anything we could onto YouTube to get some attention. I happened to get a spot at the now notorious 1600 Vine Apartments, and David got a spot a little bit closer to USC. Everyone was collaborating with everyone, and it was the era of clickbait YouTube. And to be honest, it was extremely fun for the first few months, until Hollywood started to notice that influencers were the next big thing, and that the landscape of the industry was changing. And we started to get invited to more exclusive parties and events, where it seemed as if old Hollywood was almost grooming new Hollywood. And there
So I don't get flagged. I just dropped the link of that video in there, y'all, and it's a part 2 as well. If you go in and look at the channel, here's the part 2. I ain't gonna play the whole thing because YouTube been acting real fickle lately. Where's the part 2 to this? There's a part 1 and a part 2. Actually, the guy's channel is Dougie Corrado. I think that's his name. But he talks about part 2 of what he saw. Man, when I tell y'all, there's a third part. Oh, drop the third part. Send me the link, Aerospike. Send me the link to the third part because I'll show watch it tonight as I'm going to sleep. But yeah, okay. So in the video, I'm gonna give you a quick run through. He said that he was you remember he talked about the Viners and the YouTubers were had all moved to LA because they were trying to, do videos, make money, make content, be content creators. Well, Holly Weird noticed that it was a trend where Generation Z was not into TV as much, but they loved YouTubers. They love YouTube. He didn't say this, but this is what I'm thinking. And they began to look at the YouTube content creators as another opportunity to keep their hand in the business. So what they would do is invite them to a party, and they would go through an initiation process. Y'all, I watched that video and part 2. Y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta watch it. That's all I gotta say. Y'all know I'm not real big on conspiracies. Y'all know me. I'm not the most hold on, y'all. The people I work for seem like they can't go to sleep at night, but I'll deal with that later. But y'all, the way he goes into detail, oh my goodness. He talks about, man, you remember, put it like this. It brings you into the mind of the movie Eyes Wide Shut. It does. In fact, I don't want to watch Eyes Wide Shut tonight. Not before I go to bed. But yeah, it makes you think about Eyes Wide Shut. Y'all, if y'all ain't got nothing to do tonight or tomorrow, watch that video. I think I put 2. Yeah, I put 2 in there. Watch that video, because when I tell you the way he goes into detail and who watched it? If you haven't watched it, just watch it. But I'm gonna throw something out there. Y'all, the way they was trying to scare this dude, the little things that they were doing to him to scare the crap out of him, I was done. I said, oh no. Oh, y'all not going to the grocery store for this man. Oh, I was just like, y'all know I ain't big on conspiracies. Y'all know me. Y'all know I'd be like, maybe we need to look into that. This right here had me glued to my phone. Because that's what I watched. I was watching my phone and I watched part 2. That poor man right there, they scared him. They scared him. They scared him. When he said he wanted some half and half, he got half and half. I said, what? So y'all doing it like that? I'm like, who sleeps that hard? That's all I gotta say. Somebody said I ain't this late yet. Don't watch it. It's I promise y'all, I'm sitting there and I'm watching the whole thing, and I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, y'all, this is interesting. But it allows you to see man, y'all. But the thing is, while I'm watching this, I'm watching the show Quiet on the set of the Nickelodeon. I really believe these entertainment industries, they don't really care about telling what they're doing, because they've made their money. That's why I really believe that's why Diddy is collateral. They don't even look, he a liability. All these black artists, they done made their money. So they're done. I really believe in my heart they can shut Hollywood down right now and be all right with it. Because they feel like they've made all their money. They pretty much made all their money. So exposing Dan Schneider with Nickelodeon and the guy that was raping that boy from Josh and Drake that did time, they don't care nothing. I really think they don't care. They just like expose it. So they're doing things out in the open. Where back in the day it was kind of like you didn't know, and they was trying to keep. But they done made all the money they want to make. They honestly they making their money so they can bounce. They trying to get out of here because they afraid of judgment. But they done made their money, so they have shut these industries down and get on a plane that Elon Musk created and get up out. They don't care. Yeah, it is. Eyes Wide Shut does have explicit scenes, but y'all watch that video. You ain't gotta watch Eyes Wide Shut, but go watch that video. When I tell y'all, it's beyond interesting. But yeah, go watch it. Go watch it. That's why people have to be careful, because I remember when my daughter was younger and she ran across an agency, and they had open auditions for, I think, Nickelodeon. And the agency saw her and they wanted me to bring her to the agency so that she can do a reading, and or they can see her and meet her. Not do a reading, but they wanted to meet her and, possibly, give her an opportunity. And it was her and some other kids. For some reason, I couldn't get it together to take her. Couldn't take her. And if anybody saw my kid when she was like, I ain't saying this because, well, she still is beautiful, but when she was 9, 10, she was, I would have people that were looking for models and say, she is beautiful, because she has this dark, her skin is brown and it's like a milky brown, and she has beautiful skin. And I'm not saying that because she's my daughter again. I'm just saying that in general. She is a beautiful kid. And beautiful hair. The Most High gave her every single good feature that her parents had. She's one of those kids that she got every good feature that me and her father had. I jacked up features she didn't get, but she got every single good feature we have. And but they walked up to her and they wanted to and it was legitimate. It was legitimate. They deal with help with casting for Nickelodeon. And I was getting ready to do it. I really was. I was really thinking about doing it. And one way or another, something happened and I couldn't get her to the audition. And she was mad at me. She was real mad at me. But I was just like, maybe it ain't meant for you to do this. That's why. When I tell you, that was the Most High. She even looked back at it. She said, I'm so grateful that you didn't take me to the audition, because I really believe in my heart if I would have took her to the audition, she had personality. She would have she probably would have been working for Nickelodeon. Because she had personality too with her with her looks. She knew how to smile. She knew how to joke. She had the personality. But yeah, I praise the Most High. But what's so crazy is they didn't want the black kids. They was messing with the other kids. They ain't want to. Yeah, except for that Orlando Brown, they did him so. Whew. I ain't gonna say they didn't want the black kids, but when you look on Quiet on the Set, it'll let you know that they really wasn't looking for them. One, because the parents wouldn't go nowhere, But with that being said, yeah, it's just interesting to see how everything is playing out. So, all right. So, I wonder what Monday is gonna be like with this eclipse. I haven't really talked about the eclipse, because I know it's supposed to be an eclipse and a comet. It's supposed to happen, I think, at the same time. Last eclipse, they wasn't doing things like telling you to make sure your phone is charged, to make sure that you have food, make sure you have this. They've never done that before. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see. Where's hold on. Computer is just hold on. Force quick. I got too much stuff going on right now. End. Force quit. Okay. Let me see. And then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I gotta find it, but I'll play it another day. I'm gonna do something. All the comment is already here. It was visible when the sun is it is visible when the sun is fully covered. Aerospike, you gotta walk me through that because I don't know what I'm looking for. Show me what. Yeah, call me, Aerospike. Tell me how I can find it because I want to see. But you got that, and then you have the eclipse. That's gonna be interesting. Oh, did you see? Okay, I got one for y'all. And then I'm gonna go to bed. I promise y'all I'm gonna go to bed. I'm getting sleepy. I'm beginning to feel it. Hold on. This happened recently. Oh, this. Hold on, y'all. And then after this, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, it came out 2 days ago. All right, Eric. Have a good night. I'm getting ready to go to bed too, so because it's creeping up on that time, honey, and I'm getting sleepy. All right.
Mystery in the sky. We're searching for answers after something shot across the sky this morning.
Eyewitness News reporter Eric Resendez joins us live in Pasadena with what we're learning so far. Eric, what do we know?
Hey team, good morning. Yeah, so many of our colleagues are working hard to find answers as to what exactly lit up the sky night. Now, NASA's JPL has a breakdown online of celestial events happening this month in April. Easy to spot planets, the eclipse, and a comet that is viewable with binoculars, but nothing about as what happened last night. And social media users sharing videos, and take a listen as to how amazed they are.
Insane. I've never seen it like that.
What is going on? That is so cool.
What am I seeing?
How cool was that? And what were people exactly seeing? Many were just amazed as to what happened in the sky overnight. The glowing streaks in the sky so bright, people surrounded by the city lights were able to clearly see it all. Users online saying they saw it from Temecula, down south in Orange County, LA, and many other parts of Southern California. Other users are saying that it could be from the SpaceX launch that happened last night from Vandenberg. That was around 7:30 p.m. Also, a blog site saying that it could be from a Chinese spacecraft that entered that was spottable from the LA area. But these streaks of light were seen just after midnight or so, 1 a.m. Now, is this really debris from the SpaceX launch? Well, back out here live, our team again is working really hard to figure out what had happened, find those answers. We have reached out to SpaceX, and we are waiting for an answer as to what lit up the SoCal night sky.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
Man, ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I was what's crazy is I was in Pasadena when I was out of town. Shonda, I'm sorry I miss you, sis. I was in LA when I got back from LA. It was like Sunday evening, Monday morning. So I apologize that we did not hook up, but and saw each other when you was here in New York. So I am so sorry. I ended up, I tell you later what happened where missing my flight was late. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. Trying to get back here was a nightmare. But yeah, y'all, it is. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's real crazy. When I saw that, I said, this is gonna be interesting. I'm like, what else gonna be shooting across this sky? What else finna be shooting across the sky? But you see, they keep looking at the sky. They scared of that sky, honey. They a little scared of that sky. They're a little scared of that sky. So, but we can continue on. We can continue on later on this week. I'm going to bed. I'm getting sleepy. It has been a long day, a long week for me. Yes, I'm back. Back again. Yep, I'm back. It's too much going on for me to be sitting somewhere not doing something on the live. Cause yeah, so let me get back in it. Cause yeah, it's a lot. I got a feeling it's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to talk about this year. It's gonna be real off the chain. It's gonna be real off the chain. But what y'all gonna do for Monday? Is everybody gonna stay in the house? I gotta go to work. It ain't letting us off for the eclipse. What y'all doing? Everybody tell me what they doing. All right, I'm back, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Yay or nay? Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much, Eric, for your super chat. Thank you. All right, I'm back, y'all. My apologies. Y'all heard me give my daughter my charger, and I had the broke charger, and it wasn't charging properly. So I'm back, but that's a sign it's time for me to go to bed. But yeah, it's finna get real interesting. I'll say that much. All right, family. How long have we been doing this? For an hour and 30 minutes? I gotta pace myself. Y'all know I'm used to doing 3 and 4 hour lives. I got to pace myself. Y'all know I got to pace myself. I just got back in the saddle, but it's gonna be interesting. I wonder what this, like I said, this eclipse on Monday, how this finna play out. I don't know. I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna watch. Because yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So, well, family, I love y'all and I thank y'all for y'all. I thank y'all for joining me. Again, thank y'all so much for y'all's prayers and y'all continually praying for me and my family as you know, as we grow and live and breathe and interact with each other without my father being here. So thank you again for y'all's prayers. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I will see y'all later on this week and have a good evening. But keep watching that news. Ain't nothing wrong with watching. Democracy Now! Is good for those who said they don't want to watch it. Watch it. It's pretty good. All right, family. Have a good one. Good night.